Alright, my plan is we'll start by replacing those Victaulic flanges, and then we're going to replace the gate valves with 8-bolt flange type ball valves. Now, we can mimic what they've done here, and at the bottom of that isolation valve we can strap a cast iron 8-bolt 45 to a new check valve. Now I'd recommend, once we get to the bottom of the check valve, we convert to ProPress. Stub down a little piece of pipe and then do a 45 down to the pump where we're going to meet the mating connection. We can choose to either use the flange on the bottom of the check valve as the break point to remove the pump, or we can add a union if they make a 4-inch union, or a couple of flanges in between the check valve and the pump should we want to add a point where we can break those two components apart to remove the pump for future service. If we run into an issue where the ProPress is stubbing out the pump to be too close to this wall here, we could always think about removing that 45 the day of the job and just having a straight run down from the gate valve into the pit. Obviously new hardware, new gaskets, and bring appropriations for new hangers. Just in case we can't reuse the ones that are existing in the pit, we are going to want to secure this pipe. It's 4-inch, so it's going to have a decent amount of hammer behind it. Like I said, if we can maintain this Victaulic copper here, we'd be in much better shape, because we don't want to go ahead and start replacing that, because we're going to have to call in a sub for that. As far as rigging goes, above head you have a quartz concrete ceiling. I'm thinking about adding a few new 1/2-inch lifting points, a couple of chain hoists, and we should be able to wrangle these things appropriately so we can get them out of the hole without any safety issues. Obviously going to be confined space, and we got to get a couple of pumps matched up to the SO number and figure out what the mating connection on those are, so we can make sure we have the appropriate ProPress fittings for getting the job done. All in all, I don't see it as impossible. Others may think differently, but that's what I see.